Van Oleson and Mickey Lane from the Tahoe Ice Arena in the house with me this evening. How you doing, guys?
Perfect.
Good. Glad you joined us. Thanks for stopping by. Now you got an ice arena down here in South Shore. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, so we got involved in the ice arena back in 2011, and that was sort of in the downturn of the economy. And you know, a couple of us, Chris Cephalou and I, took that on as a project. So this is being part of the rink, and just, you know, we walked in there and there's a lot to do. And so we started just looking at where we needed to do and what we needed to take it, and started thinking about how we were going to build programs. And you know, and really we have. So the whole idea is to provide a community outreach objective, and then find a way to make that work and find a way to fuel our community outreach and our local programs. And so we have to create, you know, interesting programs, and we've been a part of selling Tahoe as an identity, bringing people from out of town and really creating more advanced, unique programs, and giving them, you know, using a lot of the Tahoe assets and Tahoe itself, and building a lot of these really interesting programs. And you know, and that's been the revenues from that have been able to help us fuel our local programs. So, you know, this year it's our 6th year in operation, and you know, revenues are great, and we measure ourselves not just on top line revenue generation, but also on community service delivered. And so you know, so yeah, it just started off as kind of walking into a building that really needed some life and some energy. And then now we can look back on it 6 years later and see what we accomplished, and it's great. So.
That's awesome. Good work. It's nice being able to take something in. You know, you said you're talking revenue, but at the same time giving back to the community as well. So a great balance, and that's really what it's all about anyway. So good job. Kudos.
Right, right. I mean, it really has to, you know, here with you know, the way we're set up with, you know, our local situation is, it really has to be more like a Robin Hood strategy. You have to go out and generate money from bringing in and creating these events and event-oriented and destination programs, and that's what really drives those, you know, drives that fuel. And then we can then in turn bring in programs and use that to build and create these youth initiatives. So we've got you know, your kind of key core programs. It starts with really just getting involved with the school system, number one, right? Get to know, start building programs, integrate with the schools, create you know, free programs every day. And then once now you've got a lot of kids getting a lot of access and getting involved in the rink and getting exposure. And then they can join our other programs as we build the whole stack.
Yeah, such as what you do.
Yes.
So, yeah, talk to me about the junior program.
So I coached the junior team here in Tahoe. Met with Van a year ago, took it over last year, and it was great. I mean, we did really well. We had, you know, 3 or 4 local guys. We had players from all over the country, and then we had players from, you know, Ukraine, Slovakia, Canada.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, these players come from everywhere, ages 16 to 20, all in pursuit of playing college hockey, and some are going to play professional hockey. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that we have that right here in Tahoe, because when I was a kid in Reno, you know, we didn't have that. You know, we didn't have that option. So now that it is an option, you know, I think you know, Van's doing a great job with the youth program and teaching kids how to skate, you know, at, you know, 6 or 7 years old. So they do have that option to play junior hockey and pursue hockey in Tahoe.
Right, right. And if they really want to go after it, to really take it to that next level. Guys, thanks so much for stopping in this evening. It's great to see you, and appreciate what you're doing in the community and for the kids.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
We have more Tahoe Tonight coming up in just a moment.